So in this video, I want to show you some functions like the sum, count, average, max, minimum, ifs functions to help you summarize your data based on some particular criteria. And so we have our test data here, and a lot of these functions that we're going to use are going to be based on the departments. So the first thing I want to do is get a list of all the departments. And so the function I'm going to use to start is the unique function to get me that list of all my departments. So I'm going to hit equals, type unique, and I'm going to select the range I'm going to use, which is going to be the sales department column. Control Shift, and I'm going to hit enter, and it gives me the list of the different departments. The next function I'm going to use is the sum if function. I want to get the total salaries for everyone in the sales department. So I'm going to use the sum if function here. So I'm going to type in equals sum if. The range is going to be my department. I want the range to be the sales. And next, my criteria is going to be here, the sales. So only people that work in the sales department will be the salary I want the total for. And so my next is what range are we going to sum? We're going to sum up the salaries. Close parentheses. And when I hit enter, it's going to give me the sum for everyone, the total salary for people in the sales department. And I do want it to autofill. So I'm going to hit next. We're going to do the same thing, but we're going to use the sum if s function. And when we use that function, the syntax changes a little bit. What it's asking for now is what's the sum range? What am I going to total up? And we want the salaries. And next it's asking the criteria range, which is the departments. And last is asking the criteria, which is here, the sales department. I hit enter, and it's giving me the same total salaries for each department based on the sum if s function. The difference between the sum if and sum if s function is that with the sum if function, you can only apply one criteria. With the sum if s function, you can apply multiple criteria. And next we're going to use the average if s function. Basically what I'm going to do is copy this function over to the sum, max, and minimum, paste it here, and I'm only want the formulas. And I'm going to change these formulas up a little bit. For the average salary, I'm going to just change this to average and change up function to look up the sales. When I do that, I get the average salary per sales department, marketing, procurement, and finance department. I'm just going to do the exact same thing for the max. Just change this formula to max. If change this to F5, I get the maximum salary per department. And next I'm gonna do the same thing, just change this formula up to min and change this to F, and I get the minimum salary per each department. And now for the employee count, I'm going to use the count ifs function. I want the department, and the criteria will be here. And now I get the total number of sales employees, marketing, procurement, and finance employees. Those are a few functions you can use to summarize data based on a particular criteria. If you found this video helpful, go ahead and hit that like button. If you're new to this channel, subscribe for more tips like this.